In this video, we will take you on a journey through the fascinating world of English literature, focusing on the renowned writer William Shakespeare and one of his greatest works, King Lear. Shakespeare is known as one of the greatest writers in history, with his contributions to English literature shaping the way we view storytelling, theatre, and poetry. King Lear is a tragic masterpiece that stands out for its intricate plot, deep characters, and timeless themes that explore family, power, and betrayal. We will dive into the story of King Lear, analyzing key characters like Lear, his daughter Cordelia, and his other daughters Goneril and Regan, as well as the internal conflict the king faces. We will see how rash emotional decisions and a lack of trust can lead to devastating consequences. More importantly, we will discuss the significance of listening to stories like King Lear in teaching English and literature. Listening to stories helps students improve their language skills by exposing them to complex sentence structures, vocabulary, and idiomatic expressions. It's also a powerful tool for understanding the deeper cultural and human themes embedded in literature. Join us as we explore how literature can serve as an effective tool for learning the English language while gaining profound insights into the human experience. King Lear, a tragedy written by William Shakespeare, is a tale about a king who decides to divide his kingdom among his three daughters, based on their professions of love for him. The story explores themes of family loyalty, betrayal, madness, and the consequences of poor judgment. It is one of Shakespeare's most important works and is often studied for its rich language, complex characters, and profound themes. The story begins when King Lear, who is growing old, decides to retire and divide his kingdom between his three daughters, Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia. He asks them to declare how much they love him, promising the largest share of the kingdom to the daughter who expresses her love most convincingly. Goneril and Regan, the two older daughters, flatter him with false declarations of love. However, Cordelia, the youngest and most truthful, refuses to engage in such flattery and simply says, "I love you," as a daughter should. Enraged by this response, Lear disowns her and divides the kingdom between Goneril and Regan. Lear's decision sets off a tragic series of events. Cordelia marries the King of France, while Goneril and Regan's true nature begins to reveal itself as they plot against their father. Lear soon becomes a victim of their cruelty. Meanwhile, in parallel, the subplot involves the betrayal of Gloucester by his illegitimate son Edmund, leading to further tragedy and despair. As the play progresses, Lear descends into madness, realizing too late the mistake he made in trusting his deceitful daughters. In the end, Cordelia returns to her father to rescue him, but she is tragically killed, and Lear dies of grief. Goneril and Regan also meet tragic ends, and Edmund's betrayal is revealed. Analysis of the characters. King Lear, the protagonist, King Lear, is a proud, aging monarch whose desire for flattery blinds him to the truth. His inability to see through the false declarations of love from Goneril and Regan leads to his downfall. Lear's journey throughout the play is one of self-realization and madness. He starts as a powerful ruler but ends as a broken man, stripped of his kingdom and sanity. Lear's tragic flaw is his pride and his mistaken judgment in dividing his kingdom based on superficial declarations of love. Goneril and Regan, Lear's older daughters, Goneril and Regan, are the antagonists of the play. They are manipulative, deceitful, and power-hungry. Their actions towards their father and others illustrate the destructive nature of greed and ambition. Their rivalry for Edmund's love also plays a crucial part in the play's tragic events. Their cruelty towards Lear shows the dangers of mistaking outward appearances for true affection. Cordelia, Lear's youngest daughter, Cordelia, is the epitome of loyalty and truth. Though she is initially disinherited for her honesty, she later proves to be the only one who truly loves her father. Her unwavering loyalty and her tragic fate make her one of the most sympathetic characters in the play. Cordelia's death represents the loss of purity and goodness in a world full of deceit and corruption. Edgar, the legitimate son of Gloucester, Edgar is initially seen as a passive character but later becomes a heroic figure. His transformation into a madman, disguised as Poor Tom, represents his struggle to survive and maintain integrity in a world that has fallen into chaos. Edgar's loyalty to his father and his role in seeking justice for his family make him an important character in the story. Edmund, the illegitimate son of Gloucester, is a scheming and ambitious character who plays a central role in the plot's unfolding. His desire to inherit his father's wealth leads him to betray his own family. Edmund's villainy represents the destructive consequences of ambition and betrayal. Gloucester, a nobleman, is similar to Lear in his tragic flaw, his blind trust in his children. His misguided loyalty to King Lear and his failure to recognize the treachery of his son Edmund lead to his downfall. Gloucester's tragic end, including his blinding, symbolizes the themes of sight and insight that run throughout the play. Important events in the play: the division of the kingdom. Lear's decision to divide his kingdom based on his daughter's expressions of love leads to his downfall. This is a key event that sets the stage for the subsequent tragedies. Cordelia's disinheritance. Cordelia's refusal to flatter her father leads to her disinheritance, and this marks the beginning of Lear's tragic journey. Lear's madness. Lear's descent into madness is one of the central elements of the play. His growing realization that his daughters are not who they seem to be contributes to his emotional breakdown. The death of Cordelia. The tragic death of Cordelia is a pivotal moment in the play, as it symbolizes the destruction of innocence and the consequences of Lear's actions. The battle for power. The power struggles between Goneril, Regan, and Edmund, and their eventual deaths, show the corrupting influence of ambition and the destruction it brings. The importance of listening to stories in teaching English. Listening to stories, like the tale of King Lear, plays a crucial role in language learning. Stories introduce learners to new vocabulary, sentence structures, and idiomatic expressions, which can improve their listening and comprehension skills. Moreover, listening to stories can help learners understand the cultural context in which the language is used, providing deeper insight into the themes, characters, and settings of the language. The narrative structure of a story, beginning, middle, and end, provides a natural framework for learning how to follow and engage with a sequence of events. As students listen to stories, they not only improve their language skills but also develop critical thinking and analytical abilities as they analyze characters, plot development, and themes. In the case of King Lear, listening to the story helps students understand complex emotions and relationships between characters. It exposes them to Shakespeare's rich language, allowing them to experience the rhythm and beauty of his writing. Analyzing the characters and events in the story enhances their ability to engage in discussions, express opinions, and improve their writing skills. Incorporating storytelling into language lessons also encourages students to explore the emotional depth of language, allowing them to empathize with characters and understand subtle nuances in communication. This emotional connection to the content makes learning more meaningful and memorable. Conclusion. The story of King Lear provides not only a fascinating narrative but also a wealth of linguistic and cultural insights. It showcases the importance of storytelling in teaching English, helping students develop listening, comprehension, and critical thinking skills. By engaging with the characters and events in the play, students can deepen their understanding of the language and its uses, while also gaining valuable life lessons about human nature, loyalty, and the consequences of our actions. William Shakespeare's King Lear is not just a play, it's a timeless exploration of human nature, emotions, and the consequences of our actions. By examining the characters and events in this masterpiece, we not only gain a deeper understanding of literature but also improve our English language skills. Listening to stories like King Lear helps us expand our vocabulary, refine our listening comprehension, and exposes us to diverse expressions and literary techniques. Through the power of storytelling, we are able to connect with characters and themes across time and culture, enhancing our appreciation of both the language and the world around us. So, whether you're learning English or deepening your literary knowledge, let Shakespeare's King Lear be a reminder of the power stories have to shape our understanding and language. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into literature and language learning.